Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to dive into the exciting world of web development and explore the basics of HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is the foundation of every web page you see on the internet. It provides the structure and content of a web page. So, what exactly is HTML? Well, think of it as the skeleton that holds everything together. It uses tags to mark up different elements on a web page, such as headings, paragraphs, images, and links. Let's start with the basic structure of an HTML document. Every HTML document starts with the and lieutenant, HTML and GT, tag, followed by the and lieutenant, head and GT, and lieutenant, body and GT, tags. The and lieutenant, head and GT, tag, contains meta information about the web page, like the title, while the and lieutenant, body and GT, tag holds the visible content that users see on the page. Now, let's create our first HTML document. Open a text editor, such as Notepad, and start with the doctype declaration, and lieutenant, doctype HTML and GT. This tells the browser that we are using HTML5, the latest version of HTML. Next, we'll add the opening and closing and lieutenant, HTML and GT, tags. Inside the and lieutenant, HTML and GT, tags, we include the and lieutenant, head and GT, and lieutenant, body and GT, tags. In the and lieutenant, head and GT section, we can set the title of our web page by using the and lieutenant, title and GT, tag. Moving on to the and lieutenant, body and GT section, this is where we add the actual content of our web page. For example, to create a heading, we use the and lieutenant, H1 and GT, tag for the main heading, and lieutenant, H2 and GT, or and lieutenant, H3 and GT, for subheadings. We can also create paragraphs using the and lieutenant, P and GT, tag. To include an image, we use the and lieutenant, IMG and GT, tag and specify the source file using the src attribute. Similarly, to create a link, we use the and lieutenant, A and GT, tag and set the destination URL using the href attribute. Remember, HTML tags are enclosed in angle brackets, and lieutenant, and GT winking face, and are usually paired with opening and closing tags, except for some self-closing tags like and lieutenant, IMG and GT. This ensures proper structure and readability of our HTML code. Once you've written your HTML code, save the file with a HTML extension. You can then open it in a web browser to see the web page you've created. That's it for the basics of HTML. We've just scratched the surface, but you now have a solid foundation to start building web pages. In our next lesson, we'll explore CSS, which will allow us to style and enhance the appearance of our web pages. I hope you found this introduction to HTML informative and inspiring. Have fun exploring the world of web development. And remember, practice makes perfect. Thank you.